Folks, welcome to episode
Hi.
28 of Loud Equals Funny.
We're almost at
Yay.
30. That's
Yeah,
sad.
we're
This
slowly
sussy
hitting the wall.
episode is 28. We're almost at 30, and then we'll do another 10 and kill ourselves then. Welcome.
Hell yeah.
Like a real man.
We've about hit the
Exactly.
wall. Our eggs have dried up, according to weirdo internet people.
No,
Um,
speaking of those weirdo internet people, I forgot to tell you guys beforehand, but I also have
yes.
a really funny product that we'll get to after we get to the first big thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we'll do that after the lemonade that kills people.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get to that because we had, there's
We forgot.
there's updates to Gerard stuff, and then there's
Yeah.
the lemonade, which we were supposed to get to last time, and we
We completely forgot.
jam-packed.
We,
Yeah.
we said like 2 lines on it and nothing.
It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
That's the sequel hook for the next episode.
exactly.
It
We gotta
gets
start
you
doing
wondering
those.
where was the Panera lemonade talk? I guess next time. It has to be next time.
It is next. It's this time.
This time.
It's this
You're
time.
getting it now in like maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
Something
Isn't
like
that
that.
exciting? So before we get into the misery and dread that is this fucking episode, uh you guys like some cushy dreams?
Ooh, yes, cushy
I've been known
dreams.
to have a few.
Now
Yes.
listen, you guys missed your chance for the giveaway. The winners have been selected. We're not sure who they are yet. We're
Yes.
waiting for the boys to be contacted.
Yes,
But
confirmation and validation, what have you.
Run away. There's no escape. They've got you in the Cushy Dreams database to send you free weed, potentially.
Ooh, hopefully.
you know what? Hey, I would let Google steal my information for free weed.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
So listen, even though you've missed your chance for the giveaway, you can still get Mondo savings by using code LOUD25 at checkout when you order your Cushy Dream stuff. Yeah, that still hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
So
lot
what are you
of
waiting
things have
for?
changed. You know, those
You already missed one
billionaires died,
chance.
but we have the code still.
Yes. Wow, 25.
You already missed one chance. Don't miss it. Don't miss it again. Don't wait until this code's gone.
You
What are
know,
you, stupid?
we were all born too late to be epic pirates and born too early to sail the stars, but you know, we were born at the right time for Code Loud 25 at Cushy Dreams.
Yeah, we were born just in time to consume some dank kush.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The real Discovery Age.
So listen, you put that all the nice, the nice weed products into your account, into your cart. Well, oh shit, you've put too much in. Hey, listen, idiot, stupid, you dense fuck.
Dumb cunt.
Fuck
piece
you.
of shit.
Fuck you, because Cushy Dreams has your back. You put too much in there because you're a poor piece of shit. Don't worry about it, because you use code LOUD25. A fourth of that is just sliced right off. It's clean. It's good. You can use that money to fill your cart with even more weed that you can't fucking
You
afford.
could use it to finally buy
Broke boy.
that fucking sexy bikini anime figure that you wanted, you freak.
I mean, hey.
Honestly, what's wrong with you? It's not even like a good one.
Yeah, you getting like these generic quality
It's a
ones. You
it's
gotta
a,
start
it's a
spending.
yeah. It's a fucking 14-year-old. What's wrong with you?
The tits are bigger than her head. What is this shit? Come on, buy the weed instead.
How is that
Yeah.
possible? What's she eating?
I don't
What is
know.
in her diet?
Probably Japanese food, which makes even less sense.
Okay. So listen, Cushy Dreams code LOUD25 at checkout. Support the sponsors that support us. It's that simple.
And speaking of supporting us, we also have a merch store and a Patreon if you like what you're listening to, if you want to wear a Loud Equals Funny fucking Seinfeld adjacent,
Theoretically.
Legally
hoodie or
distinct.
something. Legally
Which-
distinct, but it's similar. It's close. It's similar.
Which we should really
Inspired
quick.
by.
Inspired.
Did you hear about the next season of Curb being the last one?
Oh, no.
Damn.
Yeah, he said it's his last one.
I mean,
Well,
I'll take
listen, this isn't the last week that you can get good deals.
Yeah. Hey,
This is
maybe a curb title card version. Who knows?
Don't curb your enthusiasm for cushy dreams, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
don't curb that at all.
I do wonder how that show would end, because Seinfeld has the very famous ending. Larry David, maybe the real Larry David is going to go to jail for promoting crypto.
Oh,
I
poor
wonder if
Larry.
they've made jokes about that yet on the show. Like,
They
I
probably
hope
will
so.
in this next.
you know about crypto? I don't know anything about crypto. I can see the episode now.
What is a crypto? Man.
So yeah, hey, even if you're not you don't want to rep a fucking podcast on your chest, that's okay, because listen, the logos for the loud equals funny, that's just a really good general purpose type of deal.
Yeah, like I saw a guy the other day. We looked at a cooking channel, and he had a shirt on. I don't know if it was for his podcast or for another, but it was for a podcast called Anal Passage. And
Amazing.
and so yeah, like it's that's not quite as good as Loud Equals Funny, because that's just a shirt that you can wear that. Obviously, it looks
You can wear you
legally
can
distinct, but it looks similar to a very famous logo for a very funny thing. So
listen,
you know.
you can wear a loud equals funny shirt at church with grandma. You
Yeah.
can't wear an anal passage shirt at church with grandma.
Well, you can, but it would probably be a Satan church or something.
You're gonna get some looks.
Yeah, so check out the merch today. I don't know. We do have the desk mats. Those are also cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely want one of those.
Lots of stuff like that. But speaking of shilling,
Oh boy.
boy.
This is you put up the fucking Always Sunny title card, the part that
Bum,
gets
bum,
everybody mad
bum,
at
bum,
Tristan.
did anybody really get mad? Were there like negative comments last
No, I
time?
didn't see any. I didn't really look, to be fair, but past like the very first bit where I was just looking, oh hey, is anybody asking a question? I didn't see
Yeah.
anything, but like I said, I haven't checked in a while. But
Yeah, Tristan is one of the only people I've seen who's been supportive toward the Gerard situation.
well,
Somewhat, somewhat.
not the only person. But
supportive isn't really. I guess
Open-minded.
yeah, less condemning towards Gerard. I guess I would say I would classify myself as. It's it's been a week since last time we talked about this. Mudahar has released his video.
Mudahar released his video as we were discussing it, by the way. So
Yeah,
as it goes, we might wind up with another new Gerard video like today as we're
God,
doing
I
it.
hope not. Holy shit, I don't want that.
Keep
I just
going.
want this
Keep
shit
going.
to end,
It's
please.
never over. They're
Uh,
gonna drag angry video game nerd into it.
how?
I don't know, but they will.
All right, Muda releases video. I'm pretty sure we put the notes that I personally had on it at the end of the last episode. If not, just a TLDR on it. I mean, I I have different opinions on it now, slightly different, but different still. The main thing is I do agree that we do need some answers on some of this stuff, especially with the Twitch bits. That's fair. I get that. I do think that some of it was a stretch, and we're going to get into some more stretches here. But at the end of the day, whatever. Mudahar isn't. I don't think Mudahar is exactly the best at like making a concise video, because the thing was 50 minutes long, and it honestly could have been like 20.
yeah, you could have trimmed a bit of that off.
But he got it out like the day after, which is a quick turnaround. Hey.
Quick
So
turnaround, but you wonder if it might not be as thorough as you'd like it to be, potentially.
yeah, I guess so, but
Carl's video took like a whole week, and I remember
did.
seeing people say that they were like, "Wow, it's over for Gerard now. This video's the slam dunk."
Guys, I have 2.5 pages of notes when I watch Carl's video. Not that many of them are positive.
Ah.
To be fair, obviously, I should note that I don't think Gerard is like completely innocent. I don't think that he didn't do the things that he personally admitted to doing, obviously. However, I do think that he did not do any of this with ill intent, with any maliciousness. A lot of people are going to disagree with that. A lot of people have disagreed with that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I fucking know.
Well, there's definitely been some stuff where, again, like earlier we were talking before we started, supposedly he's throwing John Tron and Pro Jared under the bus. When you explained the context, though,
Okay.
it's a little bit understandable that he
Yeah,
wasn't
I will
really, like,
say he
doing
did
that.
kind of throw JonTron under the bus, and I'm not really happy with that
Oh,
because
did he?
I, I'm I personally do not believe that JonTron was ever racist. I think he just saw bad statistics and think like, okay, yeah, that's fact, instead of thinking about like why those statistics are the way they are and stuff like that.
To be
Gullible,
fair,
not
Gerard is not. I don't think Gerard is a white guy, so I guess he would be more have
I get
more of a
yeah,
position to speak on it. But
but
yeah,
also Gerard did say that he was friends with JonTron while that was happening.
yes, that's
And
true.
also, you know, you have Ethan, who's Hebrew, and you know other people who are friends with, who I'm pretty sure continue to be friends with JonTron. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
man who doesn't know. But yeah, I
yeah.
personally don't think that that John is racist. But obviously, there was a very big kerfuffle around all of that, and I don't think he threw Pro Jared under the bus. I do still have some opinions on Pro Jared, but God, people believe that pedophile stuff too quickly. Me included. That was a massive L on my part.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that that's even brought up, and JonTron too, because I mean, I don't know. Why is everybody so quick to jump on Gerard here? Like, people who just because it seems a lot of the time, and I feel, that from what I see, that it's like people a lot of the time are just waiting for the next big story, and they don't
Yeah,
really necessarily care whether or not Gerard. They don't really like Gerard or dislike him, but they're just like, oh, he's done for. Oh, it's gonna be great. Get the popcorn and like.
yeah. Like we said last episode, we're living in the age of the expose video, and I don't like it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and like John Tron is part of that, and so's Pro Jared, and a lot of, I think Pro Jared has, for me, the biggest thing was his bizarre fucking like sexy blog that he had, but
Yeah.
I mean,
The weird thing is, I knew about that beforehand, and I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. They're in an open
uh,
relationship, which yeah, they were.
The
I
thing
mean,
is,
it
But
wasn't even that. It was just the fact that it was Pro Jared, and you see those pictures of him.
honestly, the
I
picture of
am
his
never.
penis was the
I'm
funniest
never
thing.
gonna erase the image of Pro Jared's cock from my
I
mind,
don't think
and
I've
I
ever
hate that.
actually seen his cock. I mean, if I did, I forgot
But
it.
you've
But
seen his face in it.
I've
Good, good.
I've definitely seen the picture of him dressed as a Sailor Scout, and I remember
Good.
that one.
You
But
know
no,
what? That's whatever. You know,
I've seen
Well,
the
let him
photo
do
of
that.
him taking
yeah.
like a selfie of his dick in it. And I'm like, no, that's not what you do. No,
Yeah, like
never
Yeah,
under any
he had the weirdest
circumstances.
fucking face.
Well,
yeah.
no, that's a Vinegar Strokes face. It's like so we see when we're about to nut. He was inches. He was 2 inches.
Yeah,
Oh
so
man.
Pro Jared and John Tron both, you can there's an argument about, them or whatever, but
There's some stuff to
they're,
criticize, but
they are
not.
they are I
He
mean, people jumped on Pro Jared for being a pedo, and people still say that John Tron is like a fucking Klansman or whatever. So yeah, I mean, people are a little quick to just go after
to be
someone because
fair,
they hear there's something happening.
his middle name is Aryan.
Yeah,
I see.
John Arian Jafari. It's like
And his name was Aryan. Just start playing Hitler speeches.
the fucking scene from Downfall. Is this Schweinen? You know that fucking guy yelling in
Yeah.
the bunker. Perfect.
So I will say the clip of Gerard bringing up John Tron to Pro Jared, that was meant to be like, I've been embroiled in all of these scandals. I was friends with JonTron when he was racist. I was involved in the Pro Jared thing. And he was just kind of saying, listen, I don't want to be in more of this fucking drama. And shit, I don't fucking blame him.
Yeah.
So I do have some notes for the Carl video. I'm going to try my best to, in real time, condense 2.5 pages of notes to not much talking, because we have a lot of stuff to get through.
Yeah.
And by a lot of stuff, I mean stuff that isn't fucking Gerard, because I want to get this shit over with as soon as possible. I'm just officially exhausted with this scenario.
The rest of this is going to be a little less miserable and
so hey, if you want to skip miserable bullshit, skip to just keep skipping 10 seconds, and we'll be
eventually
we'll sound happy at some point.
When the Gerard stuff ends, we'll all just go wee wee wee, and when you hear that, you'll know to stop skipping.
Oh, hold me to that. So, if I didn't bring it up, then I either just for future reference with Carl's video, if I don't bring it up, it means I don't have any notes on it, because it's either just something that is true or something that I don't really think warrants a response. So I have this into subsections, which is, I was drunk actually, no, I wasn't drunk. I was just really sleepy while typing this up. All right. So, on Gerard's apology, and this is something that a lot of people have gotten wrong, because Carl was being either intentionally or unintentionally misleading about this. Carl says, I put this in quotes. I'm not sure if it's a direct quote, but he says that Gerard apologized that people felt misled. That never happened. That did not happen in the apology video, and even in the clips that keep saying Muda. Even in the clips that Carl brings up, he doesn't do that. He apologizes to the people who felt misled. I'm pretty sure the direct quote is, "I apologize to anyone who felt misled." Not, I'm sorry. It's not, "I'm sorry you feel that way." It's, "I'm sorry I made you feel that way."
Yeah, there's a difference there.
Yeah. Also, I don't have this written down. I just kind of saw someone post this after the fact, and yeah, I agree. Actually, it was Shay Frillas, I think, posted this after the fact, and I agree. But man, calling Gerard's apology the worst apology ever on YouTube is
not even the worst
the biggest fucking stretch, because this is the same goddamn year that we got hit single, the hit sound of the summer, Toxic Gossip Train.
Progressive folk Joanna Newsom masterpiece, The Toxic Gossip Train.
Fucking...
I don't understand how you exist in the same year as that apology and think that any apology is worse than that.
Yeah.
I think there was another really bad apology this year too.
I remember hearing about like an interpretive dance apology. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, that wasn't this. I watched that. That wasn't this year. That was last year, and it was some lady on like TikTok or something who, she did. She apparently like
TikTok.
I think she date raped a guy, and she did like this weird dance thing to be like, "Look at me, I'm a better person now. I have moves." Yeah, so it's pretty bad. I think it was probably a lot worse than Gerard sitting down. Like, did he do the whole like, "I didn't want to make this video," heavy sigh kind of thing? I doubt it.
I don't think he did.
Yeah,
he probably. Yeah, he wasn't like, "Hey guys, this is Gerard. This is my apology video." Like he was very somber and like, serious.
This apology video sponsored by HelloFresh.
God, if we ever get in the position where we need to do an apology video, we gotta have that shit sponsored.
I am like, if I ever have to apologize for anything, it'll be 100% sponsored. I'll be wearing merch.
Hell yeah.
I am shameless.
So on the topic of the bits, subs, and Twitch donos that Indieland got during their charity streams.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the biggest point that I think Carl was just not right on. He doesn't understand what words mean, I think. Gerard... Alright, so Carl makes this big thing about Gerard lying that the Twitch bits are going to charity, when in reality, they're going towards the operating costs of, events like that.
Yeah.
But the operating costs is very much like it could very reasonably be considered a cost for the charity, the Open Hand Foundation. And it's not illegal for them to do that, nor was it misleading when Gerard says that the donations were going to charity. Because when he said none of these are going into our pockets, he means the cast and crew. He means that they're not getting paid for this. They're not going to be able to buy fucking, Call of Duty 7 when with their fucking, Twitch dono bucks. They mean that everything's going towards the cost of the charity. And Gerard did say that the Twitch bits and stuff did help offset those costs. So Carl plays like 20 or 30 different clips of Gerard saying that, the Twitch subs, Twitch bits, all that goes towards donations. And he only says that they're going towards research like twice. And that's me being generous. Because I know he said it once, and I think he said it again at the very beginning, but I only caught on to it like 3 or 4 times in.
Yeah.
And he lets them play for way too long, and every single other time besides those 1, maybe 2 times, he doesn't say, oh, all of this is going towards research. He says all of this is going to the charity. Which...
Could it be that he feels that that's irrelevant or something? It feels relevant the way you describe it.
It's possible. I mean,
what do you mean?
Maybe he feels that that's not it's not even valid, and he doesn't want to deign to respond to that or something. I don't know.
Wait, who?
Carl. Maybe the reason he's not.
Okay. Oh, go ahead and finish that up.
The reason he's not talking more about, he does say this about the bits. Maybe it's because that doesn't matter a whole bunch, but
no,
I don't know.
No. He makes a big point out of the bits.
Oh,
but
okay.
Essentially, he plays all of these clips out, and Gerard only slips up twice. And regardless of what you think, absolutely. By the way, absolutely, all of this should have been disclosed. They should have said, hey, some of this is going towards operation costs, and hey, we're holding this so we can make a big, nice donation so it doesn't go to somebody's pocket. Excuse me. It would have been good for him to communicate that, and that's what Gerard did wrong here. He did not communicate, and that's the big thing.
yeah.
But then Carl goes on to say that the bits and subs and everything went towards something completely different. But they go towards what would he spend them on otherwise?
Yeah.
And that's the question I asked myself. And then he goes on to say, oh, well, it went towards Indieland, but Indieland wasn't, 100%, a charity thing. It was also for clout.
I mean,
jeez.
When you put it that way, though, that feels like you could say the same thing about these videos. I mean,
yeah.
you want
I personally
cancel this guy and make a whole thing about it, but I don't think
that,
either of them necessarily are doing that. But
I agree. I don't think that anybody here is doing any of this for clout. But if you're going to draw the comparison to one of the parties, I feel like it should be fair to also draw the comparison to the other 2 parties.
Yeah.
So here are my notes on Indieland apparently being just for clout. Number 1, ascribing the worst possible motivation to someone just doing a charity stream with no proof really makes you look fucking pathetic. Even if it didn't, Occam's Razor, big names like Grant Kirkhope and Jamie Lee Curtis, who are the examples that he gave, they drive donations. And even if Indieland's charity streams are for clout, which I genuinely doubt they are, they're still a charity event run by Open Hand Foundation. Or at least for the benefit of Open Hand Foundation. And it's well within reason for some of the donations to go towards the operating costs of that. It's not unreasonable for that to be, that's well within their right. And again, they should have communicated that. But it's not deceitful to, put stuff towards operating costs when you have to do that for a charity.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's fair.
sucks. Yeah, it sucks that charities have operating costs, but we can't really do anything about that. And that's about it on the Twitch bits. I do still think that we should get a detailed summary of where all of those went. But at the end of the day, it's really not as big of a thing as Carl and Muda pointed out to be. Well, Muda really didn't point it out to be that big. He was just like, "Hey, I want to see what's up with this. I want the answers to be out there." And man, if Muda just kind of stuck to his own video, that would be fine. Genuinely, I would look very favorably upon Muda, but we're gonna get into some stuff later that makes me just not really like him that much.
Mm.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna adjust my headphones.
Oh, you're good.
Oh man. All right. So if you continue, if you'll allow me to continue to be on my soapbox,
Yes.
Go
uh,
for it.
on the restricted donation thing. So I have this written down, and I'm gonna read this verbatim. Carl basically calls Gerard a big boo-boo baby for wanting to spend the money that his charity raised for a restricted donation. So it doesn't go to someone's fucking salary.
Yeah,
And
which I think is fine. That's
yeah,
yeah.
he's
Well, I
he's
mean,
well
that's
within his right to restrict that.
to be fair, is that maybe just his excuse? Like,
I
that
mean,
might
it
be what he
could be, but
says.
we don't have any reason to not take him for his word.
Yeah,
Well,
and
isn't
he
the
ended
Because
up
reason to
he ended
not
up
what?
take
doing it
him?
restrictedly. Also, like it was restricted still when he did it.
Like
So
here's the thing. What? And I've been asking this from the beginning. What good does that money do just kind of sitting in an account if it wasn't for, a restricted donation, a big restricted donation? Like, what use would just having money in an account do? Because if it's for interest, it, money, even that much money, just sitting in an account, isn't going to like generate much interest. I actually did the math on this, and it's like, given California's interest, now I'm not sure exactly how much interest that the bank in question had, but general estimate that I saw was 0.1%. That's really not much.
No, it's about the littlest amount that it could be. Yeah.
Yeah,
really
like
fucking tiny.
genuinely, I feel like making a completionist video would give him like twice as much money. It was like in the low thousands.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's interest is a fucking scam.
Basically,
So
yeah.
yeah, like and that's the thing.
Yeah.
If like this like wanting a restricted donation should have been communicated to the donors. Absolutely.
100%.
And that's something that I'm absolutely still going to stick on. Gerard fucked up here. But like I've been saying this whole time, I don't think he did it maliciously. I think he just
Well, I
either didn't
mean,
think he needed to do it or didn't want to upset people after the fact, after they've already donated,
well,
or
yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna
Yeah.
say like it was like to be fair to Gerard here, like isn't that just like inside baseball at that point? It's like, all right, well, the money didn't get like embezzled and put in his personal account. It did get donated, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
There
like
is a little bit of stuff on that later, but I'm gonna get to that when we get there.
sure, yeah. Well, I'm just saying like does it really matter to people? I mean, I guess it does apparently now, but like, does it matter that much that like, I mean, it all went somewhere. I guess it's the fact that it took this like expose
Yeah.
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, I do think that
Yeah,
it took way too long to get this shit donated.
because if it was
Uh,
the restricted donate, like that's I guess that's the thing where it's like it feels like a like it took you exactly as long as for them to make this video, and then you immediately figured out how to do that and get it going.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
we'll get to that too, but
Okay.
so I'll go ahead and continue. So Carl goes on to say that you don't need $600,000. Well, you don't need over $600,000 to make a restricted donation, and that is true. However, the example that he pulls up is the AFTD, sorry, which is it's the charity that Gerard donated to, the one that he put all of that 600,000 in. And yeah, the AFTD doesn't have. I don't think it does have a minimum for restricted donations. However, I feel like it should be pretty clear to everybody involved that the primary choice for donation was UCSF, because that's the one he mentions every single time he mentions working with someone. You know?
Yeah.
And the ATFD was like mentioned in passing like once or twice, alongside UCSF, which was in every single one of those one of those
Like the
what's the
conversations.
word? Yeah, the conversations, the hey, we're working with, so and so.
Yeah.
So I'm not a charity expert. I don't know much about UCSF. I'll admit I haven't gone and researched this because I'm so fucking tired of this shit. You have no idea.
Admittedly, I'm done effectively with this kind of drama.
Yeah, once this is done, unless any of the parties come back with shit that just blows everything out of the water, we're not going to be talking about this anymore. Fuck this shit.
Yep.
It's keeping me from finishing my thumbnail.
It's miserable on all sides.
But yeah, like I don't know if UCSF has a minimum. I don't know that. But given that he didn't donate to UCSF when, pushed on it, I feel like that, he donated to AFTD instead. I feel like UCSF, which was pretty clearly intended to be his main donation partner, I feel like him not donating to that means that they have a higher limit for restricted donations.
I mean, it's also possible that he found that they were themselves in some way untrustworthy or something, potentially. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know, but UCSF is like a really big institution, and I feel like if they were untrustworthy, we would know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we get to Mommy Dearest, which, good lord, I'm mad about this.
Mommy Dearest? What?
Okay, so Carl brings up how often Gerard brings up his mother in these videos related to Open Hand Foundation. He brings up several times that, Gerard's dearly departed mother has been brought up when talking about Open Hand Foundation, their forming, any time that there's a donation drive, all of that, and in the apology video. Now listen, I understand that seems manipulative, which is what Carl is saying, that it's manipulative, and I think he's implying that it's intentionally so. I understand feeling that way. Trust me.
Yeah.
However, and I do think that it might be a little bit manipulative in the apology video. Fair. I mean, he didn't really have to link autopsy. He really didn't have to link the updated autopsy report from Ace Attorney. He didn't have to do that, and I think that was slightly manipulative. Maybe not intentionally. I understand that people sometimes are unintentionally manipulative. Happens to me every so often.
Yeah,
but
it happens. Yeah.
Every other time though, mentioning her is important because she's literally the entire reason that the charity exists.
Yeah, it's like literally it was created because she had this and passed away from this. It's like
yeah,
that is pretty.
Not mentioning her. Not mentioning her would be like talking about the Department of Homeland Security and not mentioning 9/11 once. Like, it's kind of important to the story.
She's the elephant in the room, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
So that's all I really have to say about that. Listen, I get that it seems manipulative, but not everything is manipulative. We got the tax stuff. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, no, I mean, I as someone who's lost a parent, I can see how that can, it's not. You might think just, you should move on, whatever, but it's like, no, that's probably still a pretty present thing in his mind in a lot of ways. So yeah, I don't know. I understand.
So some tax stuff. I'm a little bit more lenient on Carl here because I'm not a tax guy. I don't know anything about this shit. One thing he did bring up was interesting to me. Apparently, Open Hand took account money for the golf tournament that they put on. like took money out of the account.
Yeah.
That might be wrong. That's how I interpreted what I saw on screen. If that's true, I think that might be the because if you remember, I was talking about they withdrew some money and then they basically instantly paid it back. I think that might be it. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Don't even attempt to quote me on that. If you quote me on that, I swear to God, I'll fucking cut you.
Beatings will happen.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. I think that's that's that situation. That's what happened. If not, yeah, that's fucked up. Fair.
Yeah.
So moving on to the legal threat, which is the last thing before I attempt to make sense of my overall thoughts on the whole thing. uh, I'm gonna read this verbatim.
All right.
And I want to before I start reading it verbatim, I want to clarify that I really, really do not want this to turn into a fucking lawsuit. I just want it to be done and over with. I want all of the relevant information to come out, and so we can every single person involved can just put it behind them. But in response to Gerard's legal threat, I'm going to write down my exact notes in this, and we'll give you all the context you need. Quote from myself. Imagine calling someone a little bitch for saying that they will defend themselves legally. I'm not even saying that Gerard will win or whatever. I just think that's a very stereotypically asshole quote, bro, why are you hitting me back type beat.
Yeah.
Well,
I was very tired when I wrote this.
No, I mean, I mentioned last time when we were talking about this, the Mama Max stuff, which is not really relevant to it, but Muda knows him and is friends with him, and so it kind of reminds me of that. Similar thing, though, with that, when I finally put out that video, there was a one comment that I got that was like, I don't know why Deadwing took some L's on this one. I don't know why he keeps bringing up legal scenarios and the law, and I'm like, because this guy's being accused of like horrible crimes, obviously.
Yeah.
Like that's what we should do, not bring fucking XQC into this. And so for this guy being accused of all of this like criminal shit, it makes sense for him to want to defend himself, and then being told he's just a bitch. Like, well,
yeah, like, and my thing is, I've seen a lot of people taking that legal threat and saying, "Oh, well, Gerard's just like Billy Mitchell."
No.
Now I want to be very clear. Everything that comes out of my mouth is simply my opinion.
Yeah, it's sarcasm.
I'm sarcastically
so
stating
anyways,
my
Billy
sarcastic
Mitchell's
opinion.
a giant cunt and a cheating liar. Right.
Yeah.
It is my personal belief that Billy Mitchell is a cheater, and I am not saying for sure that Billy Mitchell is a cheater, but that's my personal belief.
It's my personal belief that Billy Mitchell cannot make a good hot sauce.
Damn, that's a
real
worse
indictment right there.
Yeah, that's a worse blow than calling him a fucking cheater. Good lord,
it's fucking gross. I've tried it.
So, like a lot of people are comparing, comparing Gerard to Billy Mitchell in relation to the legal threat.
Yeah,
but they're very, very different scenarios. Because Carl just accused Billy Mitchell of cheating, which is not even illegal. That.
Carl made a reference to a fucking AVGN video where James calls Billy Mitchell something like, and then he it was just a meme. It was not even like him saying anything.
It was an edit.
And Billy
not even like a meme that he used with his own voice. It's an edit.
Yeah. And Billy Mitchell got unreasonably angry about that, obviously. So yeah, he's a cunt. I mean, that's not.
It is our opinion that Billy Mitchell sucks.
Fuck Billy Mitchell, man.
Anyway, but like comparing the two is completely not like it's stupid to do so.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, because like bringing back what Klaus said. Gerard is being accused of things that are very illegal, and not only will completely destroy his public perception, but also would get would probably get him in trouble. And if it wasn't right, then that's, a shit ton of headaches that you have to clear up. So yeah, I think that assuming that Gerard is correct, I should make that very clear. Assuming that Gerard is correct and innocent in this whole thing, yeah, I understand why he would be threatening to sue.
Yeah.
Like that is not unreasonable, I would think.
Yeah.
Now, if Gerard is wrong, then yeah, it's unreasonable to sue. But I think that if he didn't, he would not go forward with that legal threat if he didn't think he had a case.
I
Like
think
a legal
probably,
expert would advise against it.
You've already pointed out. I mean, again, this is all your word as far as I'm concerned. I haven't watched the video, but like, you've pointed out enough parts where you've said that like, Carl didn't really bring this part up, and like enough moments of doubt where it's like, yeah, it seems that these claims that are being leveled toward him, if they aren't 100% accurate, and like, I think he probably would want to legally defend himself on that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I will say, depending on the state, it'll be really hard to prove malicious intent when it comes to Carl and Muda. So,
Especially since Carl and
like,
Muda are not from the U.S., either of them.
I thought Muda. Oh no, Muda's Canadian,
Muda's
isn't he?
Toronto,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Gross.
I know. At any moment, we could pass by each other, and it would be disgusting.
You do a fucking Spider-Man meme, like oh.
Listen. I'm about to be kind of upset at Muda, but listen, if he wants to be on the podcast to defend
I still
himself,
like Muda, yeah.
Are we
You can
about
ask
to
him
get
in
into
person.
that, or is there something before that? Because I'm curious.
Okay. So I'm just gonna read my overall statements in this. This is 3 paragraphs and an extra sentence, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this verbatim. Just stop me
for
if you need to stop me. This is a quote from me. I started this video very open to what Carl was going to say. Muda's video was a chore to get through because the man cannot make a concise video to save his life. That was me being, that's a cheeky thing, not me being like, oh, fuck this guy. But I ended up finding so many holes in this. It's not all holes. There's some good points brought up, like the fact that we need more receipts. But so much of it is just either assuming you know what a word means and being wrong, or I'm going to ascribe the worst possible motivations to you because that's what fits my argument better. Next paragraph. I still have the same opinion that I did before. Gerard fucked up, but I do not believe he did any of this maliciously. A surprising number of the things Carl brought up are either wrong or can be very easily explained by a 20-something jobless fuck sitting alone in his room trying to hurry and finish this so he can respond to his friend. He isn't some legal Genghis Khan, and I'm tired of people pretending he is because he's being sued for calling out, in my opinion, a very obvious cheater. Fuck you, Billy Mitchell, by the way.
Very obvious cheater who's also historically been, litigious too.
Yeah.
Yep.
A litigation goblin.
An awful individual. I'm not saying anything about his
In our
character as a gamer. I'm not slandering him personally as a food artist. I've made my opinion noted.
Bane's main camp here is that his hot sauce sucks. I like that.
I haven't tried it, but I trust Bane's opinion on hot sauces.
As a taste review, his hot sauce is not good. However, I'm not saying that legally you should avoid purchasing his food. I'm not saying that.
Legally, you're not saying it.
Legally. Right. Not saying it. All right.
Next paragraph.
Yeah.
It would be a lot. I would be a lot easier on Muda if he didn't start acting belligerent on Twitter after this video dropped, calling everyone who didn't think Gerard did this maliciously, parentheses, a very normal take, and thought it was all a done deal now that the money was donated, parentheses, again, pretty normal. Morons that lack critical thinking skills. That's a direct quote, by the way, from him. Morons without critical thinking skills. Let me actually read the tweet. The tweet from him is, quote, that said, in response to him saying that Carl's new video was sealing the deal. Quote, that said, it's time to audit my follower lists of mutual, singular, who took this dipshit at his word when he provided no receipts. If I don't follow you, it's not because you disagree with me, it's because you're a moron that lacks critical thinking skills. Which, yeah, that's quite belligerent.
Yeah, it's very belligerent's a great word for it. It's like, well, I don't know why he's so personally, like, emotionally invested in it. It's not like, I mean, the money got donated ultimately, so it's not like it's a scenario of like, oh, this guy conned all of these people. I mean, maybe there was something stupid going on, but ultimately the money went where it needed to go. So like, why would you be? It's not like the guy's been abusing hundreds of minors in a vampire cult or something. I don't know why Muda's like emotionally attached himself and like calling these people, complete morons or whatever. That's strange.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's weird. It's a little weird.
All right, so I'm going to wrap this up really quick.
Yeah.
Finishing up my quote from this third paragraph here. Carl decided to take a different route and ascribe the worst possible motivations to these people, basically defending themselves. Okay, so a little bit of context on this. Near the end of the video, Carl says that people were defending Gerard after his apology came out,
Yeah.
and he kind of he I'm not going to say he says it, but he alleges that everyone who defended Gerard, or at least a significant portion of the people who defended Gerard, were only really doing it because they were friends with Gerard, and by defending him, they were by extension defending themselves.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very strange take. I've never heard of anything like that in fucking psychology.
I mean, wouldn't you want to throw the other guy under the bus? That's like the more common thing.
Yeah, like
I
you
mean,
would
that's what
think.
he apparently did to JonTron or whatever, but
Yeah.
So by giving context to that, I just finished up the argument, so I'm going to go with the paragraph. So I'm going to go with the next sentence, the final sentence. Basically, this whole thing just made everyone look worse, and it made me kind of genuinely dislike Carl and Muda, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Although, obviously, I feel like that'll change once this starts to get past everybody, and it'll
sure,
just kind
yeah.
of,
Well, it reflects on the people involved and not the specific situation, but why they all got into this situation. Gerard with the donation thing, and then these two with like, the reason I brought up like, Billy Mitchell and all that before was just like, Billy Mitchell's notoriously litigious. If people are looking at Carl as like a legal expert or something because he's been able to like shut down Billy Mitchell's ridiculous nonsense in the past. That's not really like, I don't know. He's a speedrun guy. I like Carl for what he
yeah.
does,
I
but
love his speedrun videos. They're
sure,
fantastic.
yeah.
They're really good.
They're basically diet summoning salt, which is really high
I
praise.
prefer him to summoning Salt. He does
Oh,
like
shit.
news about the
Yeah.
speedrun world, so you get like, oh, there was a new thing in Mario or whatever. His video about the new what is it, carpetless in Mario 64. I saw that a while ago.
Ooh.
So yeah, I enjoy his stuff, but like him as like, I don't know, trying again, just influencer speedrun man trying to make like this whole thing about, I mean, about like embezzlement and various big words that should be not dealt with by Mudahar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me actually pull up my tweet on it. The tweet that everybody got mad at.
Mm.
Where the hell is it? I know somebody responded to it calling me a retard. All
It's
right,
the
so
internet.
Kristen took some L's on this one.
yeah, I guess so. All right, so early yesterday morning, I was doing all of this at 2 a.m. I
Yeah.
was tired. So I said, I don't know what video people watch about Gerard to make them think he's some kind of Satan figure, and did all this maliciously. Because I watched the new one Carl put out, and I have like 2.5 pages of notes for this week's Loud Equals Funny, and a few of them are in Carl's favor. And then I quote tweeted that, saying, "My opinion is the same now as it basically was when this started." And you can take this as my fucking thesis statement.
I believe you have no critical thinking skills, Tristan.
Final word on this whole piece of shit situation. My opinion is the same now as it was basically when this started. Gerard fucked up bad, but I do not believe he did so maliciously. I think Carl and Muda have their heads in the right place, but they're sensationalizing this way too much. Extremely disappointing on both sides. Also, this should have been taken up with state regulators, not YouTube audiences who dick ride so hard their hips are gonna fall off any day now.
Sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is the furthest thing from like a court of a public opinion thing. Like some people had again, the Mama Max thing. Some people had a point that's like, okay, sometimes all you can do with someone like this, the law will fail because the law's not great when it comes to like a serious like sexual abuse cases a lot of the time. So sometimes all you can do is be like, yeah, this guy did this to me and fuck him, on social
Yeah.
media. So I can get that a little bit in that sort of scenario. I still don't think it's necessarily right when there's like zero fucking proof of any of it, so it seems. But with this case, it's like this is just it's like this is the most boring, stuffy fucking drama. Like
Yeah, like
some donation money, it all went to the place it needed to, whatever, but we're all
well,
mad. I don't know. It's like there's a thing here, but still.
there are a couple of little sticklers before we can actually move on. Apparently, not all of the money got to where it needed to go.
Oh.
Gerard only donated Gerard apparently, I haven't seen the figures. Apparently, only donated a clean 600,000. Sorry, a clean 600K instead of like the 624 something that was in the account. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm gonna have to look at the
Probably
statements.
holding on to the other 24 until there's another big private donation or whatever.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
probably makes
that-
more sense to do a round number.
and that's the thing. It's also possible that they only allowed the round number. I'm not a
Yeah.
charity guy. I'm not a tax guy. I'm not a fucking accountant. And I'm
Very few people involved in this are.
and the ones that are the fucking the gamer accountant.
Yes.
You know what?
XX gamer XX accountant 666 plus
I am
666 equals
gaming
12 12 12.
At least there was no 14s or 88s in there.
Yeah, at the
No,
very
that's
least.
that's his alt account.
That's his Xbox
That's
Live
me.
profile.
So that's one of the sticklers. Another one of the sticklers is remember how Mudahar said he's auditing his follower lists,
Yeah.
and if someone took Gerard at his word that they're a moron who lacks critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to burn any bridges because I like Internet Historian, and I think what he did wasn't like, career ending, and I think the H Bomber Guy video was a bit, hit PC. However, this guy brings up a point. Marshu Law at Marsharu Law actually on Twitter. Are you reconsidering your friendship with Internet Historian following the reveal of plagiarism as he had stolen someone else's work
Who
for
is
his own
this?
gain?
Who is this to?
To Mudahar.
Oh, okay.
Basically, saying, hey, Muda, you still friends with an historian? Because he did a bad thing too, and you seem to be very haughty about this whole thing.
Yeah, it's a little hypocritical.
A little bit. Like it's not a slam dunk. It's not like, oh, your whole argument's ruined. But like
It's a different situation.
It's a gentle nudge being, hey, stop being so fucking haughty about this shit.
Yeah.
And then and then the last thing before we can finally fucking move on, unless we have other stuff we want to talk about this.
I'm good personally.
Carl Jobst fucking monetized his response to the completionist. Listen, buddy, I understand that you got to eat, but maybe make like a
No, you're being
speed
sued
run.
by Billy Mitchell, but come on, dude.
Yeah,
you're making a video that's obviously going to get a lot of views and it's monetized. Do you really have to double dip on that fucking sponsorship and maybe put it on like a speedrunning video,
Yeah, it's like you couldn't save War Thunder for another week.
Oh, this was Empires and Puzzles, a game I haven't even fucking heard of.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
That sounds fake.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I feel like everybody could have done this better. Everybody.
Yeah,
everyone involved.
This situation,
and you can
shit pants.
you can be both sides all you want, but like
Well, this isn't the Sniper Wolf thing.
Yeah, this isn't something where one side is very clearly 100% in the right and the other side's just fucked. Everybody here has done kind of dumb shit Some
Including
shit's more
all of
dumb than
the
others.
including all of the viewers.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of viewers.
Good fucking lord. It is. It's rough. And I'm so fucking tired of talking about it. And if I never
Well,
have to talk about it again, it will be way too soon.
yeah, we've been at this for like over an hour now.
Speaking of
Wait,
War
oh,
Thunders, I
fuck,
know we were
really?
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of War Thunders, the VT4 tanks manual was was leaked
Leaked.
on the War Thunder forums.
Oh yeah, I think we mentioned that at some point, but that is very funny.
Oh, we
Oh
mentioned
no,
before
this was
about
recent.
another leak.
Oh,
This
that
was
was
a
a
week ago.
plane thing, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
that is a new thing. Okay. Well, the one last thing I was gonna say, you mentioned that tweet about Internet Historian. Did Muda respond to that?
I don't think so. I unbookmarked
Okay.
it, so I can't check.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I,
I
wa-
was
I want
just
this shit out of my face as soon as possible.
fair. My only thing with that was just that as a creative fucking artsy bohemian type or whatever, I think I look worse upon what Internet Historian did than
I get
whatever
that.
I've heard. Maybe it's just because I've watched the video in that case, but like,
Yeah, it's a good
I don't
video.
know. There's also very clear and obvious proof of what he did in that video. There is a bias of like it feels a little hit PC at times, but I mean, that being said, the evidence
Yeah,
is all
so
there.
yeah,
it's
the,
like
the
he
evidence
did
is
it.
pretty incontrovertible. By the
Yeah.
way, Internet Historian, if you want to come on the podcast and defend yourself, no,
Yeah, I mean,
Even if he
genuinely,
doesn't want to, fuck it.
yeah, for real, Internet Historian on the podcast would be fun. I know you got contact
I,
with him, Claw, you bitch.
At one point in time, yeah, I don't really use my Twitter anymore, but maybe someday I should. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say I get why you don't want to go back on that thing because it's all just shit from like 6 years ago when the
yes.
world sucked somehow a little bit worse than it does now.
It sucked differently. We'll say
Yeah,
that.
God,
it's in a different way.
Isn't it sad how like so many of the same people we thought would just hopefully have been like removed from life or the internet are still around?
Well,
Emo
Chong is still around.
Yeah.
We both. That was also who I thought of. Yes.
Yeah, that's like the biggest fucking snake, the cockroach of the internet.
Now, I do have to ask. I think I've asked this question before, but do either of you know what's going on? Like, does Anita Sarkeesian still have a career?
I
I've-
don't know what
I've-
she
I
does
legit-
now.
I legitimately haven't heard of a new thing from Anita Sarkeesian in
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna Google it.
years.
Yeah, I think it was like because the FemFrec finished in what, like 2016 or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
Frequency. It
It
took
took-
a
it
few
took a-
years.
It took an inordinately long time to get episodes out, given how much money they were given. Which
And
I think that's
given
interesting.
what the fucking content of the thing was, which was like it's kind of funny looking back on that, how much problem that caused for people, like, I mean, people like me even, and I'm sure both of you, like, oh fuck Anita, bleh. But like, I don't know, it is just basically like video essays. Like to think of that causing
Yeah.
such a stir now is funny, because I guess
Yeah.
that was just less common back then to do that kind of thing.
Looking back, I feel like everything was way too overblown.
Yeah, I wish I could watch. I think her videos are like paywalled or something. I would
think some
love
of
to
them
watch
That sucks.
Feminist Frequency. I want to see if I can watch this on stream. Is it just on YouTube? I mean,
checking
they still make videos. Wow. They've got
What's the
like a
most recent?
podcast from 4 days ago, Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. It's
Oh,
a
our podcast is so much better.
FFR Fortnightly Freakouts.
So-
Freakouts.
They made the Tropes versus Women in Video Games series from 2013 until mid 2017.
Yeah, oh, I
God,
could
it took
watch
them
these on
that
stream.
long?
Damn, these are all available on YouTube. Oh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's just gonna be a whole ass stream of wait, why was everyone so mad about this? It's literally nothing.
it's just a video essay, but she does. There is a video from Tom Dark. I think that's Turkey Tom's like side channel.
Yeah.
New salmonella.
Oh, cool. Wait, hasn't that been like 5 years or something?
No, he uploaded one like a few months ago.
Oh, right,
Sorry, we're
right.
getting.
You're good.
I need
You're
to
good.
mark this fucking thumbnail.
I was just saying there's a video here from Turkey Tom side channel called What Happened to Anita Sarkeesian from 4 months ago, so maybe that would be worth watching.
Oh,
Little
hey.
catch up on that. We were gonna talk about the fucking Panera lemonade at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna make a fun Subway. Subway. What the
Subway.
fuck?
Go to Subway,
fun-
don't go to Panera.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a fun segue where at the end of the fucking whole explanation, I was just gonna say, honestly, I think everybody in this situation should just drink a whole bunch of Panera lemonade. But then you mentioned War Thunder, and that was the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like got a segue in there.
Wait, oh holy shit, what is this? From 4 days, I'm sorry, from 4 days ago, Omegon has a video that's an hour long that's called The Demise of Feminist Frequency. Well, there must have been something that just happened
What
at
the
Feminist
fuck?
Frequency recently, I guess. I'll have to take a look at that.
Fuck it, I'm gonna look it up.
That might be
While
relevant.
you guys, or I guess Bane primarily, explains the lemonade that kills people.
Yes.
Yeah, so Panera Bread, which people think of as like a healthy chain, it's
Supposedly.
yeah. Again, the same thing with Subway.
Okay,
ironically.
give me
Yeah.
really quick. I typed in FEM on Twitter search, and I want you guys to guess the first thing that popped up.
Feminist or feminism.
No.
Femboys.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
that's not history, by the way. That's not my history, by the way.
No, that
History
just
is it has a
was.
different fucking icon.
I wasn't even suggesting that it was, but now that you've said that
I
it
know
wasn't.
that people are going to.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all it's going
okay.
to.
Because I've like gone into like a YouTube video really early and saw that the recommended videos below their shit is like all trash, like, finger family bullshit, and I was like, haha, that's funny. And then they said, actually, that's based on your watch history, and I had to just pull out, hey buddy, I don't got a watch history. I paused mine.
Yeah, YouTube's algorithm's all fucky and weird.
Anyway,
YouTube's
feminist
algorithm-
frequency.
YouTube's algorithm has been giving me more and more shit that I would look at on stream lately, which I think I'm very happy about that. Like, it's giving me stuff, like I watched a couple of videos about mixing and mastering music, and now most of my algorithm is mixing and mastering music.
Feminist frequency is closing down as of early 2024.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
yeah! Ah, fuck off, women! Hell yeah, women out
are
of video
officially gone.
games.
Finally, we have won.
Tropes versus women. It looks like the tropes won.
The tropes won. I can't get the cap off.
You have to make the title of this video "The Tropes Won."
All right. Write that in the chat. Write that in the chat. That way I remember it.
I'm happy to take a look at her stuff then. I was just thinking of that completely unrelated, and now I'm accidentally we found out that like feminist frequency is dead. That's great. What a great thing to just discover all by mistake.
Yeah, that's crazy.
God. So yeah.
Panera Bread, right?
Yeah, to Panera Bread. Basically, Panera decided to, in 2022, just release this charged lemonade, which is the weirdest fucking thing ever. They also
2022. It's not new.
It's not new. It's been out for about a year. They even had a weird marketing campaign with cups that had phone chargers built into them. It was kind of neat. However, yeah, it was actually kind of cool. But it turns out that the large, which I believe is a 20 ounce, I'm almost certain.
Oh god,
I'm trying to find statistics here, but I can't. Not the thing I'm looking at does not have statistics.
Do you need the milligram count?
I need the amount. I know the milligram. The milligram is 390 milligrams of caffeine in a large.
Yeah, it's insane. And
which
390 milligrams.
I mean,
caffeine,
how much caffeine is in like a can of Coke?
okay, in a can of Coke,
or like a Red Bull.
Okay, in a Red Bull, it's about like 60 to 120. I think 120.
Oh, that's beyond fucked. Holy shit.
390 milligrams of caffeine is basically the FDA's daily safe limit. and people were drinking like 3 of them.
Why?
Yeah.
And now, okay, I want to point something out before we get too much further, by the way. So 2 people at least, I think just 2 now. 2
Yeah.
people have died. And people the first that I heard about this story was people on the Discord noting that it's fucked up that it's become a TikTok challenge like the Grimace drink or whatever
Yeah. I mean,
to drink these fucking lemonades.
I mean, it's fucked up, but admittedly, this is like, how absurd is if it fucking it's lemonade that kills you.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but
it's funny. I like
it's
it.
what's
It's
funny
basically
to me.
a Four Loco.
Well, it's
God, it
yeah,
is.
I guess
Holy
so.
shit.
How much was in Four Loco then? Actually,
Let me
that
find,
one
let me
was
find the original Four Loco.
for people who don't remember. That was kind of that was like the original like meme trendy drink that people were passing around back in like what was it like 2009 or something?
About like it really got popular at about like 2009 2010.
Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah.
an original can of Four Loco was 156 milligrams of caffeine.
Wow, this
Yeah.
is unbelievable. So that's up for a large. That's like 300 milligrams.
That is
You're saying
390.
so
So
400 basic. So for
Yeah.
a small, how much is that?
One second.
So really quick, I don't know the conversion. I don't know how many ounces that large lemonade is, but for the can of Four Loco, it was about 24 ounces.
Okay. I believe this is about 20 or 20 to I think I think this is 32. This is 32.
Okay, all right. That's
This is
less
32.
funny, but more like
But
relieving.
still, I
I
mean,
watched a recipe today. I watched
Yeah.
Simply Sarah's Wanda's macaroni salad.
yeah.
And it's a recipe where to make macaroni salad, she pours sweetened condensed milk and then 4 cups of sugar, it looked like. I think at least 4 cups of sugar. And then vinegar, like fucking 4 cups of vinegar. And it only got worse from there. But like just the idea of this lemonade is like, okay, you take your lemons and then you add 15 cups of caffeine until
Oh,
that all
God.
dissolves. Like
Yeah.
that's basically what they apparently did with this thing.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine like wouldn't that taste I guess caffeine doesn't have a flavor, but like I think of how caffeine-free Coke has like a shittier flavor than real Coke.
Yeah.
So like wouldn't that fuck with the flavor to some extent? Maybe it would make it better.
It would a bit, but it just depends on how much, like, it depends on flavor of the lemonade, you know?
Yeah. They might have compensated. I wonder how insidious this fucking lemonade is. Like how I
Well,
don't know why they sold it at that rate.
The
Like
lemonade is, of course, planning on killing people.
right.
It's been the lemonade's grand plan this entire time.
The lemonade is still out there. It could strike again, and it might be embezzling charity funds as we speak.
I'm trying to find, because I've seen articles that had photos of the signs, and I guess the article I had didn't have it. I think New York Times had it. No, why would they? By the way, I'm so fucking tired of news sites with these pop-ups. If I'm ever going to sign up for your fucking website, I'm not going to pay for it like this, okay?
So fucking real. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Okay, so...
Or they just disallow you from reading the article until you turn off your ad blocker.
Yeah, my local fucking newspaper does that. So I guess
God.
fuck me if I want like, local news.
Oh, is there a fucking power outage? I guess I'll never know.
One, that's
Well,
I just
for that, I
posted a
just
meme.
check the site.
But here is... I just posted a meme there. Yeah.
Oh,
But this is the sign that was on it. And, yeah, you can see
Jesus Christ.
30 fluid ounces, 389 milligrams, 20...
That would give me such a fucking headache.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unbelievable. And the way that they sell it, so you're not seeing it, obviously, listeners. It's a sign. If you aren't aware, you might have seen it on your own. It's just a sign. It's green and red. It looks like Chie's jacket. I'm such a fucking loser. And it says mango yuzu citrus, plant-based, clean caffeine, powered by guarana and green coffee extract, and then it shows the ounces and the calories and the caffeine. And just the way that they write that, and they're like, yeah, caffeine is one of the words in there. True. It's
Yeah.
not 400 grams worth of words, though, and you're surrounding it with all this plant fucking kale drinking soy boy bullshit. Like, of course
Listen,
people died.
Yeah.
I had back in like late 2019, early 2020, I got myself a can of balls. Actually, no, it was a bottle of balls.
Oh,
BAWLS. That you know, the energy drink.
Obligatory haha balls, yeah.
Yeah. It's the energy drink that sponsored Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. The worst.
It
one.
is, yes.
But I had one of
Luca
those.
balls.
I had one of those. Middle of the day, I drank it. I was jittery. I had a massive headache, and I couldn't sleep until like 2 that morning. It has 100 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, and you
yeah.
might be somebody might be like, you're a little bitch, you have no
No,
tolerance or
not really.
something. No, you probably aren't, but I'm saying like whatever.
Fuck you.
I'm just
I can drink like 3 G Fuels in a day.
I'm just saying the two people I believe that died. One
Yeah.
was like I think he was a guy with like Down syndrome or something.
He
Oh,
had some. He had
yeah.
it was a
Developmental thing.
Yeah, he had some.
And he'd been going to that Panera Bread for fucking years, apparently, after work, and he just wanted to try this drink, and it killed him. And then the other was like a 21-year-old
Yep.
girl with like heart problems. So it's just
basically like a form of AFib. And
yeah, anybody who doesn't know better, like, and sure they put that on the thing, but who knows what 400 milligrams of caffeine is? I had to ask how much is in like a can of Coke or a Red Bull, because I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So just because they say that, it doesn't have warning logos all over it that say this is an unbelievable, ridiculous amount that nothing else has ever had in it before.
Here, I have a better comparison for it. So, you guys have had a Monster Energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And in fact, I had a Monster
I like
Energy one time, and I had a similar thing to Tristan. I think it was possibly because I was like a little sick at the time, and it was like the middle of the summer, so it was really hot out. But I had a Monster Energy. I went off to the Walmart. I did some shopping. By the time I got there, I was sweating. I felt like I was halfway to passing out, and I was like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking make it home. And that was just, and I had drank Monster Energy drinks. I drank them drinks before, and I've drinking them since. Wow, I'm good today. But yeah, no, I mean, just like one bad reaction, and you might be fucking dead, you know. And that's a normal energy drink, quote unquote, which are already not good for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Monster Energy, which has 16.9 fluid liter ounces, 500 milliliter, what have you, has 160 milligrams of caffeine. Only 160.
Wait. Hang on. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Balls has less caffeine than the Monster Zero Ultra, but I can down two fucking Monster Zero Ultras in a day.
The zero.
What the
yeah,
fuck
the
is
Zero
that
Ultra's
about?
Also 160. Yeah.
You might have had a similar thing to me, where it was just like
140, but yeah.
you had some other thing that day that fucked with your system, and like, or you were
That's
a little
actually-
sick or something.
That's very possible, actually. I might have had like a couple Pepsis or something.
Yeah, that was actually at a period where I was drinking like a good amount of energy drinks, like a few, not maybe like, if I did 2 a day, it would have been like 1 in the morning, 1 later, but you know, even still, like too much, you know. And so like even somebody with a tolerance, just a normal energy drink can kind of put you on edge. And these people, like, yeah, they might even have the thing say that it has a certain amount, but nobody knows how much that is. One person had a fucking developmental disability. They're not gonna fucking necessarily know about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird, like, how much is in there, too, and the fact that they aren't selling it based on that. Like,
Yeah.
like, don't you think it would be like, try the crazy new challenge drink, warning, like, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like a one-chip challenge or the heart attack burger or something. Try the murderous lemonade, you know?
Yeah.
But instead it's just this fucking guarana plant-based bullshit. Like, come on.
It's
You
this,
could charge $20 extra for that drink and make it like a whole experience. People bring their fucking cameras and everything. Make a whole restaurant around it.
Yeah.
You really want to kill people.
I mean,
Oh,
And
honestly,
it would
they
be
can
safe
do that
because
now.
It would be safe because people would have they'd have to sign a waiver or something and be like, I'm aware of all of this, but here it's just sold as fucking energy health drink or whatever.
That's at that heart attack restaurant.
That's what I
in
said.
Vegas,
Yeah. And Atlanta, I think, has one too.
God, yeah. That dude is so unabashed about it too. He's like, I want people to die. And I'm like, oh, okay. Fucking weird.
All right, hey, you know what? Fuck it, dude. To each his own.
People who are gonna do it probably deserve it. So,
but yeah, no, I'm surprised Panera is still selling this after the first one. I'm still surprised. And then the second
probably makes them enough money to.
Well, yeah, but now people are trying it purposely because it's Lemonade that kills you. So now they're making a lot of money from Lemonade again that kills you.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier that it's become a thing. I saw Critical talk about this like shortly after it happened. It's become, but he didn't mention that. Yeah, it's become a thing that people are going to this place now with their TikToks out and fucking, they got their ticks out and they're swinging them around and they're filming themselves like they're doing the Grimace Shake shit. But the Grimace Shake wasn't gonna fucking kill you. The joke with that was that it killed you or Grimace came to kill you, but. This is like actually people. It's like the Tide Pod thing.
Oh my god, it is.
I mean, it's a lot less dumb than that, but more people are probably doing it, so I think it evens out.
Yeah.
Like, it's less obviously stupid and going to kill you, so more people are willing to try it, but that, yeah.
I mean, people would try anything that would possibly kill them, It's fucking bad.
You know what? I can relate. Man, what a fucking we have so much shit.
Yeah, we kind of want to get through some of these. I've got. All right, tell you what. I'll pitch mine by posting this in the chat. What do you guys think of this story?
Yep.
Okay.
We got it. We got to do it.
I would like to know about it. I haven't heard. I saw, again, Critical talked about this. I didn't watch those ones, but yeah, it looked interesting.
I'll try to tell the story in order. So, we got a random post online from this OnlyFans model / rapper, Ruby Rose. Who,
all right, I was gonna ask if we wanted to give her advertisement like that.
I mean, Look, honestly, because when we get to the end of the story, I gotta give her props for the mastercraft. So,
shit. All right, yeah, that works.
So yeah, this all came out that this guy, had been sending her apparently $62,000 a month. Had been messaging her, begging her for like an open relationship. This photo of her and him, and I'm gonna try to describe this image here. Fuck, sorry. Let me get a breath in. So this relatively attractive woman, I'd say. I think she
looks like a less fucked up Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. I'd fuck Nicki Minaj. Not gonna disagree here. Right next to this person who I'd only describe as smelling like a bathroom urinal,
Yeah, he looks like if Jeff Bezos got fat and grew a full beard.
Yeah, he looks like if Josh from Red Letter Media shaved his head, and he's also wearing like these
Snapchat glasses.
Well, I guess Snapchat glasses. I was gonna say he's got like the hot lady Galaxy yoga pants or whatever.
Yeah,
but they're like baggy on him. Yeah.
That is
the real
gaudy ass yellow shoes and a shirt that says up on the lapel, "If I die, delete my browser history."
Which I like that one. It's funny, but
yeah, it's kind of fun.
This guy looks exactly like the definition of the term Coomer, and I give a Snapchat glasses help because he's the only kind of person who would be wearing glasses that have cameras on them. Are exactly the kind of person who'd spend $40,000 a month.
Is that what you mean by Snapchat glasses?
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Those are actually,
those are cameras.
I thought you just meant like that's a kind
Wow.
of glasses that people wear on Snap. Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah, let me
Like
find.
Google Glass.
You kinda.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
Google
yeah.
Glass.
I
They're
try to
called
forget.
spectacles.
Oh God.
They have different versions, but this is one of them.
Fucking accurate name, I guess.
Yeah, which is it bad that I'm that is the exact model actually. You just change the lenses. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
such a
that is
fucking
so
dork. I
fucking
noticed
stupid
these.
looking. Jesus Christ, that is dumb.
See, I got
They're
ones.
such obvious.
I've got speaker sunglasses.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Why do you need two cameras? Like, what does
Um,
that do?
well, if it's
Nintendo
just like
3DS 3D effect.
yeah,
I guess
3D
so.
effect plus technically you could like mirror the image, like split the image and mirror it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm describing that right. Um,
Right.
but yeah, so we got this, and it turns out that after posting text messages, which are hilarious text messages, where he's like begging her for all this, and she has him in in her phone as Brandon Weird OnlyFans, like OnlyFan fan. And it's this
Uh,
30-second video scrolling through these long ass text messages, and it all seemed a little too coincidingly perfect, you know. He was like offering to spend like $400,000 in Bitcoin and wearing a sissy maid outfit, quote unquote. Um,
uh-huh.
and yeah, so it turns out that this man, he decided to later come out, and turns out that this was by all of her marketing. Um, it was like basically they had set this up using him as a fucking, I don't know how to describe it other than as a patsy.
Scapegoat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as far as I know, he wasn't fucking he wasn't in on it.
Yeah. Well, he was in on it to a point. Like, he was in on taking the photos, and, funny enough, the tattoo on the back of his leg of her face. Because he has...
Yeah, that's so weird.
Well, admittedly, this dude has a fuck ton of tattoos. Like, a fuck ton. Like,
Yeah.
if you look at photos of him, and when he's on... he was on Adam 22's podcast, and basically, he came out and said, yeah, I never actually texted her in my life. I don't own all this Bitcoin. I am a dog setter for porn stars. Which, he's a fucking dog setter.
A dog setter?
A dog setter.
What is that?
Someone who watches a dog for people.
Oh, I thought that was like a fluffer, like a weird terminology. Like,
nope,
what is that?
Okay,
What does the
no
dog setter do? Oh God, no, that's fine. Okay.
But basically, what was claimed is he had never actually like met her outside of that point, and they had used these photos, which he thought was for like basically marketing for something, not for.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, not wrong.
So they just used this guy and his like desperations so she could get like famous, I guess.
Not
so
even
she
really
could get
desperation.
so she could get more famous. I mean, he got paid out of it. I'm not gonna.
Did he? Okay,
Yeah.
well.
Really
Guess he
quick.
was misled, but.
By the way, my DoorDash is arriving soon. I'm gonna quickly grab this. You guys want to shoot the shit for a second?
Sure.
Right.
What's your next thing, Tristan?
Oh, geez, I have plenty. I have a video game question. I want to wait till not Gabe. Fuck, I did it again. I want to wait till Bane gets back.
Bane and Gabe are gonna forever have that happen to them.
Yeah, I know, and I hate it. It's just locked.
Their names aren't even
now.
that similar, but it's just close enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Same syllables. I mean, I guess one. So.
I'll just go ahead and get this over with now because it's very quick and very simple and very dumb. Disney's gaming head said about the Knights of the Republic remake, not a lot I could say on that point for some hopefully obvious reasons. But KOTOR is obviously an incredibly popular game, and one that we're incredibly proud of and think that there's a lot of demand for. I'll leave it there. So, like, more non-answers on what the fuck is up with the Knights of the Republic remake.
Yeah.
And
what does that mean?
I basically
like
resigned.
Obvious reason or something. Is the obvious reason that it's canceled?
I don't know.
It's got to be at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I've mentioned before, I do have to get back into KOTOR, but having played
Yeah.
enough of it now, there's enough parts that I still think are kind of tough to get around, but I don't know, like unless you do a whole like Final Fantasy VII remake kind of thing where it's like a full entire new adaptation of the same story in a new context in a new way, which is kind of what I think they were going for, but that would be really difficult to do, and like it's hard to strike lightning twice in, I don't know. The
Yeah.
original TLDR, the original's a little rough, but it's fine. It's pretty good. Go play it.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice if it looked a lot better, and if that's all that did, then I guess maybe. But like, it's not. I don't think it's necessary, really. I would rather just have somebody make a game that's like KOTOR again, you know, or something. I mean, you know, I guess Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of like that a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, like a Star Wars game that's like KOTOR again would be really cool, you know. Not even doesn't even have to be Old Republic. I'd love to see like a, you know, I think I mean, barring like the Heir to the Empire that I'm really enjoying, but other than that, I think like the Jedi Outcast, the Jedi whatever Kyle Katarn series is like some of my favorite
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff, and like, you know, that's just, I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but
No, you're good.
yeah.
Okay, so all right, I got more here. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Feed it to me.
All right, so he claims his name is Lamar. He didn't offer his last name because he doesn't want that to be out there. I get it.
Yeah, I understand.
So the rapper and model's agents approached him through mutual friends in the modeling industry and asked if he'd be willing to take a photo with Rose for apparently unknown purposes. Lamar conceded that he may have been offered the gig because he, quote unquote, looks like the kind of guy who would spend $63,000 on a person he wasn't in a relationship with.
Jesus Christ.
Which,
Poor guy.
can I be
Honey, I
honest?
got the role in the movie as pedophile number one.
Inmate number 4, yes.
No,
Look,
he's the number one guy. Like he's the
yeah.
he was the number one character of Simps for a little while. He was definitely cast as pedophile number one in the movie.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
he was child molester A, you know.
Although, can we be 100% honest? Respect for having the self-awareness to realize that you look like that, you know?
Yeah,
A lot of people
just
do
shave
not.
your wacky beard, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess the beard it's not unkempt, it's just like wizardly, you know.
Yeah. But he says he decided to go for it anyways after being offered an undisclosed payment, which, I mean,
That sounds like a lot.
yeah, if you have to say undisclosed, it's probably a decent amount. Soon after, he says he showed up at the Mondarian Hotel in West Hollywood and took about a dozen photos of Rose before getting smoked out and sent on his way. Days later, he says their agents got back in touch and said if he was willing to up the ante. Both parties eventually agreed that Lamar would give her face tattooed on his leg for a second large payment. He did not disclose the size of the fee, only saying that in hindsight he should have asked for more.
Oh no, he got ripped off.
Apparently, in the midst of negotiations, Lamar sought counsel. I can't say that fucking word. Of porn star Gina Valentia, whose one cat and 4 dogs he often watches. She reportedly told him to ask for no less than $15,000. Which
that feels like not enough.
I mean, look, for anyone who wants to send $15,000 my way, email hosts at loudequalsfunny.com.
It's got to be 15,000 plus the cost of removal.
No, I'll keep it on. I'll keep it on.
Okay, that's you though.
Yeah,
that ain't me.
Hey, look, I mean, I'll take $15,000.
You give me fucking you give me $10,000 in cash, I'll get you a tattoo of whatever you want. That's exactly my deal. That's it. You FedEx me a box of money, and we got a deal.
Oh, this is.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think I would do the same if the tattoo was paid for me, and there was a stipulation that I could get it removed at any point. Because I'm
What
sure
about
tattoo
after?
removal.
You'd have
What about
to-
after
is-
6 years?
You would have to.
6
that's
years
too
is way too
long.
long. No,
Yeah, no. 6
years is-
months. 6 months, but maybe. I think
I can do
would-
6 months.
I
I
do
can have a
6 months.
tattoo on me for 6 months.
But it would. I mean, like, it would need to be not on my face or something. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like I would still have to be able to go outside.
Like, I think he got his on the back of the leg.
It was
which-
back of his
Yeah.
calf. Yeah.
I mean, it's a little. I don't know. I feel hollow with all of this just being like a weird marketing stunt, and the guy got paid, but he still feels like he got used a little, and everybody just kind of went to go see this thick lady and her OnlyFans, I guess.
Yeah. So
I guess
this is
good
where
for
this is where it gets a lot more scummy, I think.
Oh.
Yep. So after he sent the video of it, he pushed it out of his mind, and then the team decided to insert the real video beside a string of unhinged text messages that he never wrote. Which
I see. The classic.
Yep, which include I'll pull up the video and start pulling some of these texts up.
I wonder if he called Dogs Eating Dogs 6 evil. Oh man.
I'll read from this large text, this section here. I only love you. I will give everything up to be with you. Be only mine. Please don't ignore me, Ruby. I'm sending you more money right now. You're making me cry by not answering me. I'm bawling at the thought, thinking that you will never be with me forever.
I am literally balding at the thought. I mean, bawling at the thought.
Please tell me you're just very busy and not seeing my text right now, princess. Please, I cherish you every second. Ruby, stop ignoring me. Ruby, why are you ignoring me after all the money I sent? Like, these people are clever.
It on, well, they're laying it on a little thick.
They are, but admittedly, you can, like,
it's believable.
It is kind of believable. There's some people I've seen online where I'm like, oh, I'm horny, but you are fucking horned.
Horned.
Yeah.
You're the misspelling of horny.
Like, you're pure horned with the T. But yeah, eventually the storyline became him being a crypto billionaire who was a weird porn pet cuckold for this girl, which made no sense.
I mean, people like that definitely exist, so that's another reason why it's kind of believable, but
yeah.
And I mean, you see that type of person all the time with, the Twitch Pokimane tier 3 subs or whatever.
Speaking of which, there's a Twitch story that I want to definitely have us get on.
Oh yeah. I don't really know how to describe this other than this guy got a raw fucking deal. I hope he at least invests the money he got out of it.
Yeah.
Come on the podcast, fucker. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
thank you.
We won't give you any additional money, but
we can't afford that yet.
We'll ask you much funnier questions.
Yeah. Well, you play on the idea, you become the Coomer guy. Just play the character,
Yeah.
Speaking of Coomers.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't talk about this earlier last time because we got carried away. But there was a Twitch streamer. I forgot her name.
Morg
Pie.
Yes.
Streaming.
Big fan.
I'm sure you are. So she one day just kind of decided that she was just gonna stream topless.
Or
and,
as basically as topless as possible.
Yeah, not showing anything from the armpit down.
Twitch being the Coomers that they are, like they weren't willing to just be like, hey, I know you're popular, but that's against the rules. No, they just changed the rules momentarily, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was also very obviously topless. Like she shakes around at one point and they aren't restrained. I'll say that.
I mean, you've seen it.
I think we've all seen the Morg Pie stuff, I believe.
I have seen the clip, yeah.
Yes,
I said, do you see Nip? Like,
no.
You don't see Nip, but you get very close.
Okay, well, I think that's all they care about for some weird reason.
Well, in response to this meta, this new Twitch meta that showed up, other people did this as well. People, Twitch is a game of copying other people and doing it better or sometimes worse. It's the culture.
Yeah.
But people copied this meta, and Twitch in response decided to allow artistic nudity. Now, they
Get
did
them
have
titties out! Get them titties out!
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. The stipulation in the rules was you cannot be nude or partially nude on stream if you're a normal human being. However, if you want to draw some titties, let's fucking go. And for one night, Twitch was insane.
I've heard
Yeah.
the stories.
Wubby-
It's like a
Wubby-
furry convention.
Yeah, Wubby streamed that night, and there was just areola on stream. There was big, wolf penis.
Damn.
It's
I missed the wolf penis?
yeah. Everyone involved got banned, and then this is the sneaky bit, by the way. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this. If you quote me on this, I swear to God.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they changed the rules quietly, banned a bunch of people for breaking the rules that were changed quietly, and then announced the change in rules. Which,
Yeah,
that
that's
checks.
a little fucky.
yeah, that's a professional Discord mod moment,
Huh.
Actually, that's against rule 312. I just added that rule 2 minutes ago.
I mean,
You are never supposed to make fun of me.
I will say this. I mean, I don't, I think we should take any steps to ban children from any platform ever.
Yeah,
So-
the big thing is
Yeah.
depictions of nudity were allowed with the proper tags, but the proper tags didn't keep you from seeing the thumbnails of the streams.
Yeah.
So you could see a lot
Little
on those
kids were
thumbnails.
having a real show that night, I guess.
Yeah, and
That was
also,
the that was the 12-year-old Amaranth audience's best
Yeah.
night of their life.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, good
here's-
lord.
Here's the thing I'll say though is, to Twitch, it's not much it's not getting much better for Twitch in a lot of ways. So I think that this being a meta isn't surprising.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I'm checking out one right now. I'm currently looking at it. So
Yeah,
It is. So, I said something about this earlier, but absolutely, after that one night, they reverted the rules back in world record pace. They realized they fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was
yeah,
basically within a day. Yeah.
that was a very fun night on Twitch.
I imagine. I said before the podcast, it's funny, I heard about that the way Tristan phrased it, that one night on Twitch. My first thought was, man, I can't wait for the Internet Historian video where he talks about that. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Let me
man.
pull up the clip that Wubby was pulling that Wubby had. The Wubby clip. Very, very obviously, this has funny beeness in it. I think, actually. Hang on, let me skim through. Yeah. Okay. So if you guys wanna look at the shit that was happening on Twitch that night.
Huh.
You can tell from that thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh, that's supposed to be bad.
Oh, there's a big wolf man, and Wubby's looking at it, and there's a little wolfman VTuber behind Wubby.
Yep.
And wow, that's a big penis.
I'm not going to put VX on this because it is outwardly explicit. But Wubby also did some AI afterwards, and
I'm checking it out.
Twitch's new TOS is funny, lol. And yeah, it's a Twinkie anime boy with a penis and blue and trans flag hair.
Yeah,
And
also
ears and a tail.
two sets of ears. Two sets of ears. Look at
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
that's true.
it's AI. It's AI. You can't
Uh,
really, you know.
You know, it's still beautiful. No matter how much AI improves, they'll still never be as good as humans.
I like the one chat member that in the Wubby screen cap here that he hits us with the classic from back in the day. One of my old favorite memes. He just says sigh ... unzips.
I love the one
I
above that says
the
see y'all in
shit that
2
I
weeks,
put up
maybe a
with.
year.
Yeah, no, that sounds like quite a fucking interesting night on Twitch, to be sure. I'm
Yeah,
sad
it
to have
was.
missed
I'm
it.
sad we
It
missed
was
it, man.
wild.
Um,
Uh.
let me
So yeah,
go through my
Twitch
stories again.
Twitch policy reversion world record 80%.
Yeah, also, again, Twitch pulling out South Korea. That's the thing that's happening.
Yeah, I think we discussed that a little. Apparently, that's a Korea thing and
Yeah,
not
it's
a
because
Twitch
of
thing.
their ISPs
Yeah.
charging for a lot of data.
Yeah, basically they repealed their version of net neutrality. Neutrality.
Gotta love awful governments.
Yep.
I'm trying to find. I had a lot of different stories in different orders. Oh, somebody did mention. I forgot who it was. I think it may have been Ray in our server. Mentioned there's a butt plug program for a game we've been playing.
For Lethal
now,
Company?
sorry? Oh,
Yeah, there's a butt plug mod for Lethal Company.
what does that mean? A mod?
Jesus Christ.
Like,
A
what does it
mod.
do?
Okay, so
What does it activate in response
okay,
to?
do you ever watch like any of those cam girls and you've heard of a love sense anytime it reacts to the tips, you have like those
Yeah,
things?
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
So what does that do?
Basically this is that but for video game actions.
Oh, so we're getting into like feeling like you got shot in the game in real life.
Yeah, or if like
In
you're
your
sprinting
butthole.
In your butt, yes.
or if you're like driving in a car, which I can tell I
Oh,
can tell a
God.
story, but I'm not going to.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I'll cut that. I'm not saying that one. But yeah, no, but apparently now you can do butt plug controls for a lot of games, which is the funniest thing I had on my tabs.
Butt plug controls. Well, I guess it's like that guy that. That's another good name for the podcast. That's it's like that guy that cheated at chess.
Oh, supposedly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there was some question about that, but the big theory was that he used a butt plug to vibrate like a Morse code thing with his.
Which you would hear that, you know? It's like people don't get that you would hear that.
Well, yeah, maybe he has it set to really low.
Oh, there is some NFT news also.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Former president number 45 Donald Trump is selling NFTs again.
Yeah. Yeah, he is doing that, isn't he?
Yep.
Is he?
He is. And now if you decide to purchase, I believe 45 of them, you get a piece of the suit he wore during his buckshot. You have to just
Wow, that's a good parody.
oh, you have to spend $4,700 in NFTs to get a piece of a suit.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Well, people definitely will. That'll sell out. The whatever happened to the Trump tokens?
Yes.
Trump coins, or no, sorry, Trump cards. They were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Trump trading cards.
Yeah. So these are the NFT ones, and yeah, it's a lot of these ones apparently are still at the same value, which is rare for NFTs.
You can't underestimate the fucking cult of personality around that fucker.
Yeah, boomers. I mean, boomers will keep a hold of this shit forever. So maybe it'll last. Also, E3 is fucking dead.
Oh, rest in peace, E3.
So I want to point out that E3 is now officially dead, which means we don't have to do the thing every year where E3 is dead again. Like for the past 3 or 4 years, ever since COVID, basically, because there was the year where it kind of didn't happen because of COVID, and then they kind of did one, and then Summer Games Fest or whatever started happening. The Jeff Keighley one where he pulled out from the Game Award or from the E3 stuff, and so
Yeah.
now. Now they've finally actually ended it, which, I think it's fucking about time.
Honestly,
Well,
I'm sad to see it go, but also, yeah, E3 kind of sucked for a long time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, there was also at the end of 2019, there was a big data leak that hurt them real bad too with like the industry. So
Oh shit.
yeah, then COVID
Well, I mean-
happening, it's all not good for them.
not good for them. I
Yeah.
like E3. I don't even have anything against E3, really.
Yeah.
I enjoy it as much as I enjoy any of the, Summer Games Fest is less cringe, I guess, but I miss the cringe, so I
Yeah,
mean,
I miss the cringe too.
like
See,
we don't quite have as many guys with car on stage,
yeah. What
tripping over his TV or whatever.
my thoughts are, I think maybe in a few years this will come back, but
It'll be the nostalgic reboot of
Yeah.
E3.
It'll be the Netflix MST3K of E3.
Dude, and
Oh,
they're
God.
going to try to bring they're trying to bring G4 back around that time. I don't know what it just said there, but
Didn't they already do that?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they
they
did.
did. But that, you know what, we might hit that early 2000s nostalgia that I've been just waiting for, man. We've been biding our time.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to feel what the 90s kids have been feeling.
I'm definitely ready for the Gilmore Girls reboot,
They did that,
Well, they
Oh my
did
God.
or
that.
they did a continuation. Yeah,
It was a continuation, but we need like a full new. It's either a remake or it's just two new. Obviously, a black mother and daughter. Obviously,
did they do Gossip
living in-
Girl again?
Oh, they did, and it was terrible. Yeah, they did a new one, and they canceled it
Man.
already.
What a shame.
Yeah, the Pretty Little Liars, I think, is getting a new one. I
Yeah,
want a
if
new
it was getting a
Smallville.
spin-off. I'd kill for more. I'd kill for more Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Chloe won't be involved for various reasons,
Yeah.
but
She's not out of prison for a while.
yeah, she got caught up in some scheme. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Anyways, Superman. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be great. No, I'm ready for the 2000s nostalgia. It's gonna be great.
It'd be nice. Yeah, CW. Well, I mean, we'll get a. I think we did get a spin-off of Supernatural also.
Oh, good God. Well, I guess it's only a matter of time.
Are we ever gonna sit down and talk about Supernatural?
No, we're gonna forget about it.
No,
We're gonna forget that it ever
watch
happened.
I watched like a few seasons of it.
I've
back in
seen
the day.
I've seen every episode, and most of it was not by choice.
I
Your
always
friend made you watch it or something.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I've always been kind
Oh,
of
my headset just died.
anti.
Shit. Continue.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Well, I've always been pretty anti Supernatural because, wow, it's just like it was the Super Hulock thing.
Okay. Sorry, my headset died.
Oh, shit.
You can you still hear us?
It's not connecting.
I guess
Okay,
not.
he can't hear us.
1 second.
That's a
We'll
shame.
cut this out.
Yeah, actually, we'll leave it up to him to cut this out. Fuck it.
It's up
It's
to him.
it's on him.
If he wants to be the asshole, the egg on his face, the cum on his face, that's up to him.
Big disgrace.
Okay. All right, there we go. Now I got it working.
You there?
Yep, I'm
there you
here.
go.
I hate
All
I hate
right.
technology.
Nah, me too. So, what?
Yep.
What you don't like Supernatural, Tristan?
Yeah. It always got lumped in with Doctor Who, Sherlock too.
Yeah.
And I think
Sherlock had a better reason for it, but even then,
yeah, I mean same
That-
creator, but like
yeah, that made
they
more
all got
sense.
lumped in, even though the quality difference between them is fucking astronomical.
Oh, dude. Okay, there is an episode of Supernatural set in my hometown. And I'm like, I wish that was my hometown. It's all set in basically Vancouver.
Great.
Yeah, I watched like a few seasons of it back when my dad and I didn't realize that it was like a soap opera or whatever, and we were just like, it's like made by some of the people who made X-Files, and it's got Led Zeppelin references in it. That's cool. And
Yeah,
then it
Carry
just
On My
kind of-
Wayward Son plays in at least 17 episodes per season.
Oh, that'd be really cool if it was a good show.
Yeah, it
It
just
would
kind of
be.
keeps fucking going on and on. I think there's a few episodes I've heard of. There's one specific one I know where the characters like meet their real life actors and they're like filming the show or
Yeah,
something.
that
Oh
actually is a good episode. That's actually a
No,
good
no.
that
episode.
sounds yeah, that always sounded like I don't know, I might be describing it wrong, but it sounded like a
Um,
fun one. There's a few that were kind of fun, but for the most part it went like 10 or more seasons and it's just
oh, oh no,
right,
it went way
it's
more
like
than that.
15 or something. Oh
I
god.
think at least 16.
Oh good
It went from
god.
2005 to 20. It outlasted UPN.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 15,
Outlasted entire presidencies. Goddamn.
15 whole seasons with 327 episodes.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
so you
ridiculous.
do get a few hits in there.
Every now and then, yeah.
And then you get some where it's like, oh my god, stop fucking playing.
Super Hulock is funny though because yeah, I mean even Sherlock, again, it's like I guess Stephen Moffat and they're both British, but like
Yeah.
the whole format is different. There's like only a few episodes per season. They're all like basically movies, and I mean again, they're not as good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess maybe at that time they were as good. I don't really remember the Matt Smith era, but
Oh no. Matt Smith, I would say I would say like even during that era, Doctor Who was way better than either of the other shows.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have issues with the Matt Smith stuff, but I do
Oh,
remember there
same.
being some good storylines, you know, Trenzalore and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that second Doctor Who episode eventually. I have to catch up on the new special. It's two new specials, right?
Yep. And then there's
Yeah, I
one.
don't think you've watched Wild Blue Yonder, right?
I did. I didn't see the Goblin one, but then is there another one?
That's the Christmas special that's coming up. And
Oh, so that's
the one where the the one that most recently came out where the Celestial Toymaker is back. Have you seen that one?
no, I did. That's the other one I missed.
You
Yeah.
should, you should watch that one.
Right, right. Yeah, that's the one with Neil Patrick Harris, right?
Yeah, he's
I
great.
never saw the Celestial Toymaker. When did he show up?
Way back in the first Doctor's era.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, no, I'll definitely get maybe tonight tonight we're doing Lethal Company after also. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
maybe tomorrow.
by the way, great fucking game.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I guess we should talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I'm finally playing that with you guys tonight. You guys have been playing that with some people that we all know and some friends
Yeah.
and everybody's been fucking playing that lately.
It's
Like
really, really good.
it's been like I thought it was like Among Us kind of because everybody's been playing it like Among Us, like when that
Nah,
period where
everybody's
everybody you knew and everybody you watched were all playing Among Us.
yeah. It's different. Instead
Yeah.
of being a competitive game where you have one person who's like the enemy and they have to win, or the good guys have to not fucking die. It's a cooperative game, purely cooperative.
Yep. It
They
is
basically everything you do to the detriment of your crew is asshole move.
I see.
basically, yeah. It's, try to help your friends, try to get through, try to get out safely, or, risk it for a biscuit and fuck everything up.
Yeah.
So is this a particularly I don't know, is this like an original concept, so to speak? Like, because I
I
know
would
that
say so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
it's original enough.
Bane described it as being like an extraction shooter.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's because I
scarily
explain things
accurate.
poorly, but
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. It is scarily accurate, but it's not like, oh, you gotta shoot the monsters. No, it's you don't have any means of defense except a fucking shovel or a stop sign. And don't fucking die.
wow.
Don't fall into quicksand like I did.
So yeah.
Don't miss your fucking jump and then die with all of the loot.
Well, that's interesting because yeah, that was the main thing I liked with Among Us. It was just a very, I mean, there have been other social games before, obviously, and you can compare it to like Settlers of Catan or something. But for that type of game, it was a very unique thing, and it brought a lot of people together, especially at that time. And this one seems like it's obviously not the same thing, but it's another kind of unique, cool multiplayer thing. So it's interesting. It's another one that's like taken the world by storm too, because
It's so
again,
good.
everybody's playing it, and it's like less than a gigabyte to install. It's
Yeah,
it's like $12
Yeah.
Canadian or something.
yeah, it's incredibly
$10
satisfying.
US.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. It has VoIP, so if you haven't watched the clip that I linked that Bane recorded
Yeah,
from the
which
other night,
I might tweet out.
you'll just you'll just hear something from around the corner, and it's one of your friends either being like, "Yo, I got a fucking cash register," or just screaming at a monster.
You kind of barely heard your screams through the
But
Discord
yeah,
compression, but
that's actually kind of how it works in the game too.
Yeah,
where just,
yeah,
like,
I
you're
can see
hearing
actually,
like
from a
around the
distance.
corner. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Hey, what do you know? But yeah, it is such a good game. I
Yeah, I'm
love it.
excited.
It has great comedic timing, by the way. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
And
a
so
lot of fun.
we're starting at about 30 minutes, so we should probably wrap up some stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely the Quebble Cop stuff can wait.
We
The
might have to record a
culture
second
war.
episode before the end of the year.
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
think that's
can
what
do
we'll do.
so. We have an
Yeah.
interesting thing in mind for the next one that involves ranking some stuff. People who watch or listen might be interested, potentially. So we might be doing that.
Yeah.
Sucks that we can't get number 30. Well, I guess if we recorded on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, we could get. Well, no, because we wouldn't get that one out. We wouldn't get the New Year's Eve one out before the end of the year.
If we wanted to, we could potentially do them on certain days, if we could all find days. But yeah, there's no rush
Yeah,
really.
yeah, no rush. It's just a bit of a shame that we can't get number 30 out before the end of the year, but it's
Yeah.
whatever.
But hey, starting the year with 30, I mean,
That's a
Hey,
good point.
yep.
so I do want to cover really quick. So Discord went down a few days ago.
Yeah,
Yes.
hilariously.
There's a lot of people on the stream at the moment that because it happened while I was streaming. They were like, "Oh, did I get banned from the server? Oh God, no! It was just everybody." Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Ev-
somebody in my fucking DMs.
Everyone got fucked with.
But this happened basically immediately after Discord dropped this profile image like border, I guess you would call it. It's like an accessory to your profile picture.
Yeah.
And it's a little gremlin guy farting and then sniffing his own fart. You can buy that for $4. And immediately after that happened, Discord went down. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
deservedly so,
Yeah.
I
So-
really hate how Discord just has become like the most annoyingly Reddit speech platform, when it comes to this shit.
I fucking hate it so much. I hate it so fucking much. You don't even understand.
The thing is
I hate
named
it so fucking
Stinkums.
much.
Stinkums.
Oh yes, the fucking the funny Woompus. Oh, he made a whoopsie poopsie.
It's
Ooh.
a heckin' chongus,
Yeah.
guys.
By-
It's a
by-
chongus.
By having said this, now we will never get a sponsorship from Discord.
I don't fucking care.
I'm perfectly fine with that too.
So
I wasn't criticizing. I'm agreeing.
Mhm.
there's one more thing I want to bring up
Yeah.
because God, this is awful and funny. And then we can finish up with Bane what you were thinking about.
All right.
Finishing up with. So so Twitter recently pulled companies recently pulled advertisements from Twitter because Elon Musk is saying some stupid shit as usual.
Yep.
Yes.
And in their place, we've gotten some questionable advertisements. There's one which I don't have this one saved. Let me actually scroll up to find it because I want to quote this verbatim. Here we go. From Bate World, BATE
Yep.
World.
Oh,
Tired
boy.
of cutting holes in your pants? These Jackin' joggers have a zipper specifically built for jackin'. Comfortable, convenient, covert jack-off pants. Hashtag JOPants, pants emoji, JOPants.com.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Listen, JOPants, get in contact with us. Please,
Yeah.
for the love
Oh,
of
your
God.
We need
JO
Vajaygo
pants.
pants.
In fact, actually, Bane, when you
Yes.
get the chance, contact JOPants.
I'm currently
Yeah.
going to their blog and looking for the contact. Oh, hey, there's a contact us.
Susie, call Dr. Bison. Get me in touch with JO Pants.
JOPants, please, for the love of God. We'll do this for free. We'll do this for the memes.
Yeah,
Pay us, though.
I'm not even kidding. Like,
Yeah.
just let us say that this is something that sponsors us.
Listen. Pay us if you want us to be like, flowery. Oh, look at this. It's
Yeah.
the JOPants. If you don't want to pay us, expect us to mention 9/11. All I'm saying.
I mean-
Often.
Well, yeah, more often than we do normally.
Yeah.
We can bring up 9/11 and not bring up the terrorism angle. Just be like, that was a horrible tragedy, but you know what's not tragic? Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's not give them any free promotion
Yeah,
before
no,
we
no,
get the chance to.
no.
I
I'm just
mean-
theorizing. We could blur out the JO Pants name, but I think it's important.
No,
so
we
By the way,
got to keep
they
that.
gotta know. Yeah, people have
Currently,
to
I do
know.
have to say they are sold out of everything but small and medium JO pants. Because I was looking here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Y-
it's because they don't make as much of the extra larges or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's always that way where it's like, oh, the
It's
gamer
funny.
shirt you want has only smalls and mediums,
Oh
and
my-
all the larges are sold out.
Okay, there is
Yep.
an affiliate program. Guess what we're going to be a part of affiliate programming wise?
It's
Nice.
Yeah,
gonna be the jack off residue.
I mean, this also you can sell
Speaking
this
of
for, you can sell this for guys who
speaking of
have
jack
like
off residue.
big dicks, to sell to those guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Which is all of our audience, of course.
Of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
High on the hog, as it were.
So speaking of JO residue,
Yes.
there's another ad that appeared on Twitter at about the same time, around December the 10th or December 9th ish, roundabouts.
Yeah.
At home insemination kit. At Make a Mom. Don't need permission. Made my decision. And it's a video of a woman stealing the cum from a condom in the trash. And
Yeah.
it doesn't show her putting it into herself, but it shows like a graphic of, it going in and, the swimmers going up.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? Have you seen the movie Don't Breathe?
This is
No, I
Don't
haven't.
Breed.
Okay. One I'm trying to see if I okay. You guys okay with spoilers for one out of context scene from a film?
I don't
I
care.
don't know. I don't know what
fucking-
film you're talking about. So whatever.
I'll just say this: turkey baster. There you go.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
yeah.
So wait, what exactly? This is like a TikToker? Who is
This
this?
is an ad on fucking Twitter.
Yeah, this is an
ad.
This is a Twitter
This is for a-
What is
advertisement.
it advertising?
Yeah, to
It's
extract
still
cum from condoms.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah,
At home
so-
insemination kit. Make
This-
a mom. Okay.
This has to be illegal, right?
I feel
Well,
like it
I mean-
should be, but also, I mean,
I feel like there's never been a precedent for man-made horrors like this. We don't have. That's beyond our comprehension. So.
oh god, it basically is a turkey baster.
I remember seeing Wang retweeting this and saying, "Yeah, I guess I wasn't paranoid to." What did he do to his condoms? Throw them away or something like
yeah,
that?
like
Take them with him?
tie them off and take them with them.
Yeah.
Which I
So
mean,
Wang said
yeah.
that. Also, Drake apparently puts hot sauce in his
Oh.
So,
to kill all of it.
so this is yeah, this is so my thinking was that it was like I kind of misheard the thing. I was thinking that it was like maggot girl or whatever, blowfly
Oh.
girl, and she just found some
Oh.
hobo cum and like gave herself a baby. But this is
This
probably
is worse.
this is morally worse. It's less disgusting, but it's
No.
morally worse.
Don't go and look at the tweet.
Yeah.
I want you guys to guess.
Okay.
Christmas Tree Jano at Tijano Weeb says, "Gross. Y'all invented a new form of rape." I want you guys to guess how at-home insemination kit at Make a Mom responded to this shit.
I'm gonna
All
guess
the
with a no,
woke.
we didn't.
What about you, Claw? What do you think?
I said called them woke.
That's also possible.
It is a GIF of hashtag creativity and a guy fucking Fujuing fucking
Yeah,
a globe.
Fujishi.
Yeah, Fugishi.
Fugishi, yeah.
He's like Fugishiing a fucking globe around his shoulders.
I think it was Fushigi, but
Fushigi,
yes,
yeah.
It's
It's
Yeah.
one of those
the
words.
as seen on TV bullshit. There
The
was like a
fucking
ball that
ball.
you could move it. You could like move that shit like the Goblin King from the Labyrinth. Oh, speaking of goblins, really quick, the UK just released their top tens for this general area of time. And
Yeah.
the Goblin song from the new Doctor Who episode coming out on Christmas has beaten Mariah Carey and Wham as Christmas single,
Thank
which is great.
God.
Yeah, that's
Last
funny.
Christmas, fuck you.
It's at number 4, and the three above it I haven't fucking heard of.
I mean, like, we
But
really need some fucking songs that are not those ones. So if this Doctor Who fucking Christmas song can last the test of time a little bit,
it's not a
that would be
Christmas
great.
song. It's very
Not?
much not a Christmas song. It's about eating
Oh.
babies. But
Okay, that's cool.
but it's just so funny that it got number 4 on the Christmas top 10.
So it's not Christmassy, but it's on the Christmas special.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
song that the goblins sing, and the goblins are there because I don't know, fuck it, it's goblins.
All right.
Do you need a reason?
Well, goblins. This isn't the first time that the goblins have gotten one up on Mariah Carey. I don't even know what that means.
Don't even attempt to elaborate on that. We need that to stand on its own as it is.
Yeah, just leave it there.
That's fine.
All right,
Uh,
so
yes.
I think that's all I have.
You-
There's some other stuff, but we
got anything
gotta
else, Cole?
wrap up soon.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I have too much more. I will point out I know Young Ye, haha, but there's a thumbnail from him here for his new video. Modders quit Starfield because the game is boring and bland.
God,
Yeah,
that's
they-
a shame.
They quit making Starfield together, which I
Oh, Starfield together? Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not as torn up about that.
Yeah, I mean, I
'Cause,
guess
like,
it's
you know,
just one
whatever.
project. There will be mods,
Yeah.
but like it's just funny. I think this is maybe a little poorly worded, this specific thumbnail, but it is just a good. It's a good like headline. Like, yeah, the game just kind of sucks.
Oh my god, I
there's a-
completely oh shit. Okay, we're gonna have to bring this up next time.
yeah.
What is it?
But I'm gonna have to take something out of the thumbnail because I completely forgot to bring it up.
All
What is it?
We'll do it next time. It's really funny.
Oh, okay.
right.
Damn.
Wait, is this your like 2 months long thing?
No, the 2 months long thing is different, and it's a different thing.
Oh, very mysterious. Okay, well, next episode sounds like it's going to be a banger, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
next episode we have culture war bullshit.
Yes.
Video game questions, Quibble Cop for a little bit, and a couple of silly things that have happened recently. Fuck it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
And there'll
digging it.
probably be a new bomb that goes off in the next week or something. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever new tragedy of like horrific proportions happens, we will cover it.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of tragedies, the human race is about to end. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, we've
2012.
met our match.
Well, I mean, if what I understand is true, you've shown me that there's dolphins with thumbs now.
Yes.
So
Oh man.
our days are numbered.
The dolphins have finally overtaken us. A dolphin with deformed flippers was spotted in the Greek Gulf of Corinth, and it seems like it was a genetic defect during the womb. Well, during its development in the womb, I should say.
Oh, it's like me.
Hey, I mean, technically, in a way, yeah. Man,
I'm so proud.
but it is impressive to see, though, that it's literally like a thumb.
Yeah,
He's gonna be king of the he's gonna be king of the dolphins now. He
Yeah.
has the thumb. I don't
He
know if
has
it's
the
opposable
upper
or not,
thumb, yeah.
but he has one.
I mean, it kind of looks like it's just a slightly weird bump on his fin, but
Yeah,
like,
it looks like a bug was eating like a leaf.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like
or
half his
something
kind of
like
chewed
that.
out.
Man's got a
But
thumb.
it's man has thumbs, yeah, and dolphins are notorious rapists, which means this just gives them better
Oh
grip.
god.
So stay
Oh
away.
god.
It seems from what I'm reading here is what basically the dolphin has that like the way we think of the fins are basically like fingers, and it seems that some of them didn't grow in properly, and they grew in
Mm.
into the shape of the thumb. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is pretty interesting, and I say that it may have some sort of bone inside it, but it isn't as like it's not as mobile as a thumb.
I mean, we're definitely in a lot of trouble. I mean, again, just you said before, once they can pick up an assault rifle,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know, I
Yeah,
think
it's over. It's fucking
there's
over.
the
there's
moment they
a
can take the greatest piece of like human engineering, the Kalashnikov AK-47, we're fucked.
yeah, there's an old SNES like shmup, I think like a pilot a little plane around game, and you're one of the pilots that you get is a little dolphin man, and his mission is to be like, I think he actually says like, I will be the first dolphin fighter pilot,
Yeah.
and you know that's him, that's our boy. He's got a real legacy ahead of him, which I don't think is the meaning of the word legacy, but he's got a future ahead of him, and a legacy I'm sure he will leave, you know? Trailblazer Dolphin.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Gilgamesh of his time.
He will be the leader.
He's going to be the Rasputin of his time.
He'll be like
Hell yeah.
Caesar from the Planet of the Apes films, you know?
He'll be like
Yes.
Caesar from New Vegas.
Exactly.
He'll be like Caesar from real life.
He'll be like Seizure from every video that has a seizure warning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every Mama Max video. There you go.
We need to leave. We need to stop this.
God, can I just talk about how like I still get like whenever I see that video I get like so utterly pissed watching it.
Yeah,
Any
I
of
mean,
those like
someone pointed out that
yeah,
he's been pretty much silent since the all of that started though. Like all of the Charlie stuff. He
nah,
hasn't had too much going on. So hopefully he's got a new big exciting video coming out that's even more
he's probably
annoying.
spending like
We can
700 hours on
only
the
hope.
edit. Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be involved in it because I apparently I'm like the only person ever who's ever spoken up against Mama Max. Apparently, I keep getting comments that are like, "I'm glad someone finally made a video about this guy." Like I didn't realize it was such a fucking bold and
Yeah, neither did
stunning
I.
and brave thing to say. But
I mean, I guess just
uh,
nobody's paid attention to it, you know? It's like
But
uh,
Claw, you can't say anything. That's not true. You keep taking L's.
I guess so. That's fair. There was
apparently
a
you're being
great
handed L's.
There was a fantastic like argument that I had with a guy. I mean, it wasn't really an argument, but I don't know. I just said like, don't harass anyone in the video, yada yada, and the guy was like, "But you made a video making fun of Mama Max." And I'm like, it's called a joke. It's called opinions. It's criticism. What do you want from me? And the guy went on this whole thing about, well, if this is how you react to a little comment, and
Bruh.
he started doing this thing about like, I dodged a bullet unsubscribing from you. You're irrelevant, but
What the
most
fuck?
channels have millions of subscribers, and nobody would care about me in one of those channels. But to you, I matter, and you will remember this for years. And he's right, I will. It was very funny. So
Not for the reasons he thinks.
there's
No,
been
not at
some
all,
very there's been some great developments. Yeah. But yeah, surprisingly, not a lot of people have been calling me a pedophile sympathizer after
Oh, that's
making that
good.
video. Which yeah, no, I'm interested to see how that develops, though that whole situation, and a little bit I mean, wrapping things up in a nice circle. We didn't mention this. Charlie finally talked about the Gerard thing.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what exactly he said about it, but there were people that were like, "Oh man, Charlie's if he's getting involved, like," and it's just another one of these things like Charlie is
Charlie
going to
talks
be
about basically everything.
he's going to be another judge, jury, and executioner in this like influencer court. Like I will say, I like the fucking. I really enjoyed the videos that Actman made where he dressed up as he did the whole Ace Attorney gimmick, and he brings in Critical as like the actual literal judge in the situation between him and Quantum TV. But that's like a joke. That's just like a skit joke thing that he did.
Yeah.
And this is
He
like
did that to entertain.
people in real life being like, "Oh, Charlie's talked about it. It's over. It's done. The situation's done." Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, like when Charlie talked about the fucking Ruby Rose situation and it was done. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
He's just a
Okay,
YouTube
okay,
guy.
buddy.
Shut up. It's fine. He'll make a video. People will talk. It's whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very it's interesting. I don't know exactly what he said about it, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's the Gerard thing. We keep
So
coming back to
fucking
that.
tired.
Yeah.
We talked
Tired
about
of
that
this
for
bullshit.
over an hour on this episode. It's ridiculous.
Hey,
So
thankfully it's
much.
almost over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yep.
This has been episode 28 of Loud Equals Funny. Fuck you.
There will
Also,
be a 29.
there
Sometimes soon.
hopefully. Hey, listen, if you like this episode, first of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, if you want to sling us a couple bucks on Patreon, that's cool. If you wanna get a funny little merch, that's cool.
Yeah. Or if you want to go to Cushy Dreams, use code LOUD25.
Yes. Loud 25, that helps us, and that gets you weed, bro.
Yeah.
And here's
21
the
and up only, US only. It's federally
course.
legal though, so that's chill.
And here's the thing, you can find all those links and more at loudequalsfunny.com, which I still
Let's
gotta
fucking
update, but-
go.
Yes, hell yeah.
Oh man, all right, I'm tired. Let's go.
Yep, all right. With that, everyone, penis.
Big ol' penis.